Hey, good Wednesday morning, Hunter Hills Church friends and family. Hope y'all are having a great week, a great morning, and I hope you're ready for some good news. We have been, since March the 15th, contemplating what it's going to look like and when we will get back together as a church family for a combined worship service. And we have, 2 weeks ago, put on the calendar May 31st, and we are headed toward that path this Sunday, May the 31st at 10:30 will be our first gathering again as the collective church family. Even though we've been gathered in groups in various places or various things like that, we will be back together at 10:30 this Sunday for one service, no classes, no nursery right now, one kind of a briefer service than usual, and we're really looking forward to this. We're going to do our best to keep this the safest space possible. And so a couple of things we want to say up front about that. Number one is we're going to continue to be online, and we're going to have a very robust online live service on Facebook, and then the YouTube channel will go up right after service is over. So if you're vulnerable in any way, if you have an underlying health condition, or if you're sick in any way, or if you've been exposed to the virus in any capacity that you're aware of, or anything like that, if you're uncomfortable coming, we want to encourage you to stay online a little longer until you are more comfortable or healthy or whatever it's going to take there. And we're here for you during that time as well. The online service will be there, so join us there. So that's the first thing. Now, if you want to call them guidelines or thoughts, things we want to encourage and put forward, here's what they are. When you pull into our parking lot and you're facing the wooden doors, the left side wooden doors will be propped open. You'll see the greeters there. And as you enter into those doors, the first auditorium doors in front of you will be open. We want to enter all through that space, and then when we exit, we'll exit through the other spaces. As you enter, you'll be met by greeters who will be wearing masks, who will have hand sanitizer if you'd like to use that. As hard as it's going to be, because we love each other very much here, in lieu of handshakes and hugs, we're going to ask that you wave and smile at each other as you come in. Do your fellowshipping, if you would, in the parking lot. And when you enter, just head on straight to the auditorium. The well won't be open, so bring your own coffee if you want that. And again, do all the talking and stuff that you want to do in the parking lot as best we can, and then we'll enter in, head straight to the auditorium. In the auditorium, there'll be chairs set up in groups spaced apart, and there'll be some groups of 2, 3, 5, 6, depending on your family size. And if you need more chairs, we're going to have a couple of ushers there to help adjust chairs for you and make sure that you have your space to sit with your family and be safely distanced to the next group over. As you enter as well, you'll be given a pre-packaged communion cup to take with you. Someone wearing gloves will hand that to you, and you'll keep that for the communion time. When it comes up later in the service, when you leave, there'll be a trash can to drop it in. We do our giving via boxes, so you can drop your collection in the boxes as you enter or leave. No trays passed, no touching has to take place there. We want to ask if you have young children like myself, and your children are with you, keep them with you, and keep them close. If they need to go to the restroom, please escort them. Again, this is not so much for their protection, as our understanding is kids are fairly safe, but just out of respect for each other, make sure people have plenty of space. I'm going to keep my children with me so that they don't unintentionally get you sick in any capacity. Also, want to let you know, I know one of the big questions then is about masks. Do we have to wear masks? Well, we're not going to mandate anything. But we do want to encourage. We've talked to medical professionals in our faith family as well as in our greater community here in the River region, and all of them have said they feel confident that wearing masks, it may not protect us from getting sick, but it might protect others. And if nothing else, it keeps our spit to us when we talk. So I'm going to be wearing a mask. Many of our leadership will be wearing a mask. And we are doing this not because I'm worried about my own health, but because I want to do my best to protect you as much as possible. One of our shepherds had a great idea. If you want to wear a mask and have some fun with it, if yours is a paper or cloth mask in any way, you want to write something on it, write a Bible verse, you can write I love you, you can write your name, you can draw a smiley face. Have a little fun with it if you want. But again, I'll be wearing one. We're not requiring it, but we do deeply want to encourage it if you're healthy enough to do so. And obviously with young children, you have to be careful with that. So talk to some medical folks and get the best advice on that. All right, so just to recap, we're trying to create a very safe environment for our gatherings as we kick back up starting this Sunday at 10:30, May the 31st. No classes, no nurseries, one service in the auditorium. We'll continue to be online if you can't be with us. This Sunday, 2 great things happen. Number one, we kick off our new series in the book of Acts called The Spirit-Filled People of God. It'll be a short sermon this week, but I'm really excited to be in Acts chapter 2 and talk about the day of Pentecost. We also have 3 seniors that graduated during a global pandemic, which is kind of a big deal in my mind, and we want to honor and celebrate them. So this Sunday, Dylan Ritchie, J.D. Phillips, and Alexis Fisher will be honoring them. Their senior tables that we normally put up in the back of the auditorium will be in the teen room. So if you have a gift or a card you want to place in there, you can go in the teen room on your way out and do that. All right, so in all this, the final thing I want to remind us of from our lesson Sunday in Philippians is this. We're going to do all this out of a deep spirit of humility, out of grace. Our shepherds, this is new territory for them. It's new territory for you and me. And so we're going to fumble along a little bit until we try to figure this out. We want to offer as much grace as possible, as much humility as Philippians calls us to. In humility, regard others above our own interests and desires. So even though you may not like social distancing, or you may not like the idea of wearing a mask or some of these things, I want to encourage you to look at it from the light of doing it for the sake of another, because that really helps put it in perspective and gives more reason behind doing it. And we want to do everything without judgment. If someone is thinking about things different than you, approaching things different than you, we want to love each other and have a non-judgmental environment. I'm really excited to be with y'all. I miss y'all so much. I can't wait. I've seen some of you over the last 10 weeks or so. Some of you I hadn't seen. Talked to some of you on the phone, texting, whatever it is. But I'm ready to see you in person if you're comfortable and healthy and ready to be here and ready to be together. So join us this Sunday. If you have any questions or concerns, please call me. Or any of our shepherds are available. We'd love to talk through that with you. If you have any needs, we'd love to pray with you. If you have anything we can help you with, let us know. And join us on Facebook Live tonight at 6:30 for a midweek encouraging devotional thought. Love you guys. See some of you Sunday. We're here for you if you need anything in the interim.